Tap to 10K.
Hi, I am Chelsey B Michael. Welcome to the Flat Out Truth. I know it wasn't what you were expecting, but that's okay. Thank you guys for showing up and being here for our next rendition of Flat Out Truth. Today is TGIF. Yay! So we're going to do a recap of the week, and we do actually have a topic for tonight, which we reveal later once our beautiful host gets all ready. Handsome host gets all ready. Some kind of host. That's normal.
Dude,
He had some final prep work. It wasn't a poopy diaper this time.
No, it was a freaking ice machine. It's not
We had no
working.
ice.
Something, dude.
It's always something. But that's okay. We're still here. We still keep up with you guys, and we still keep going. Do we open the window?
No, I didn't know.
Nope, didn't open the window. That one's on me. I did not open the window. That one's on me.
You want me to open the window now?
If you don't get hot, yeah. It gets nice and toasty in here.
It does.
All right, so we've got all of everything running. We got all of our streams. Everything's looking good. So for everybody coming in, make sure you follow. Make sure you're tapping that screen. We really appreciate it. It pushes our algorithm out to the FYP. Grab that daily heart me. Again, it has helped support, push the Flat Out Truth, shows your support, shows TikTok that we're doing a pretty good job. In the meantime, tap that screen, don't cost a thing. And if you want to donate to any of us or our panel as we go on discussion, we really appreciate it. And so do they.
I'm not ready yet. Some of that you keep talking just to freak you out.
I'm going to keep talking.
I wonder where.
I'm trying to think. Updates for the week. I'll go through some of our previous topics before we get into our current one. So things to think about, guys. Everybody that wants to come up. Hello. What's up? Oh, that's Gabby. What's up, Gabby? We got Gabby, Kenneth, and Mr. Benavidez in the chat. So past topics for this week were your word is worth what? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Interest versus obsession. And then we had a really good time with last night, which is what time is it? And then today is going to be who do you believe?
Yes. Who do you believe?
So with that, and I can't show it yet, but it's a cool little rendition of there's like a little lie in belief. So who do you believe the lie or do you believe the truth? And only the flat out truth. So going along with that is the greatest lie, as Paulino likes to say, in this world is our reality. And there hasn't been some subject.
What's this?
Oh, you can ignore that. Just ground out of it. But there hasn't been some subject that hasn't been tainted with lies. So knowing this, who do you listen to? How do you know what data and knowledge is accurate? How can you trust anyone or anything? So we're going to go over this as well as our other topics for discussion. Thanks for the follow.
This is weird to me.
Oh yeah, tiny hatchers. That's so cool.
You can put me on now.
All right. And now, drum roll, please, in the chat. We have our wonderful host.
What is wrong with this? You gotta be muted.
I do. Our wonderful host.
Thank you.
Who it-
No light on. And I got no mic.
I just turned it on.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot your lights. That's on me.
No, it's just one light.
Here.
I only have one light on. Well, why is this? Look at this. The book of the F isn't working.
Okay, I didn't
I
click
don't know,
on
you-
the thing yet, so
I know, but I don't see anything. See, like it.
you don't see it?
No. Okay, there you go. I got to do that. Oh yeah, that's why you had me on the wrong thing.
My bad. All right, I'm still figuring out some of that stuff.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
perfect.
yes. That's my fault. Why is this?
So
It
thank
feels
you
like
guys. We
everything's falling
appreciate
apart
for you
here.
guys tapping, gifting, and of course sharing.
All right, I'm working on stuff. It's all right.
All right, so again, our topic for tonight is
Who do you believe?
who do you believe?
Who do you believe? All right, there we go. Now I got it set up right. It looks more legit. Why is there two of these though?
I don't know.
Weird. There should be. Oh, you got them switched around. What's this one right here?
That's YT.
Oh, okay.
You're going to tell me your setup at some point.
No, that's good.
Okay.
I got you. I was just getting confused, but I'm good now.
All right. Go.
All right. Now I get caught up, man. I don't know. This is weird. Something's always weird going on. Yeah. So I do coffee. All right. This thing is sweet. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here. These things are sweet. Ask Chelsey. They are.
They do where they work fantastic.
Almost too fantastic. If it's hot, if you leave the lid on, you're not going to be able to drink it for 2 hours. So you have to throw some ice in there. Well, the ice, for some reason, it's when your door's open, the ice don't work or something like that. And I can't reach in there and grab ice. There's no way to do that, right? On our thing. It's just not. So I don't know. I'm going to risk drinking that or not and burn myself. Very silly. But anyway, so there's always something going on. Like I thought we were set and then we're not set. No diapers. It was the coffee machine, which made me late. And so here we are. I don't know if I like this thing. You can kind of see all this wiring. I don't know if I like that. Here, I'll take this down now. Drop this back around. There. Okay, that's better. So anyway, yeah, who do you believe is what we're going to be getting into. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I hear people and it's like, it's not just, I guess, truthers or whatever you want to speak and call them, but it just seems like it's a lot of everybody, right? They'll say you can't trust the government. I love you, TikTok shop. This is for entertainment purposes only. Well, they say, oh, you can't believe the government on this. But did you hear they can do X, Y, Z? Like that. You know what I mean?
I do.
But that's what they do, right? They're like,
tap to 10K.
You can't believe this. But did you hear they're doing that? And I believe that. I go, how are you believing them? And I can see myself in the thing that you don't like.
What?
Like in, right here. She doesn't like it when you can still see me.
What?
It bothers her. She doesn't want to see me twice. But anyway, yeah, it's just very interesting. Like we'll say like the cosmology people, right? The FE people. They don't trust NASA and they lie about everything. But then they believe the scientists and the gov about CERN. So who do you believe? If you can't believe them about one thing, are you supposed to believe them about the other thing? Believe that they're going through different dimensions, portals, time, like Mandela effect. So these are the same people releasing these rumors about the other stuff. But you're supposed to believe them about that, like underground trains. Like where do you draw the line? Like what you can believe that they're saying is true, or is it just all for fear? If you think that they can go through time, or you think they can go and have all this advanced stuff, like what do you believe? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, because we've even had, going off of that onto the biblical, we've had people, I don't know how many times ask us like, well, which Bible do you read?
Yes.
And the answer is all of them.
Yes, all of
It's like you start with one, you get your basis, and then you read another one, and then you read another one, and you see that there are differences, but they all say the same thing. You go back to the older ones, it clarifies some information. Go back to the Strongs, it clarifies some information, but they still all say the same thing.
Yes. So it's just really interesting. It's like, which one do you believe then? Like, you're either going to believe the government at all? Are you just like few, or do you just have to like use common sense? Like if they're going through time, would they go through time to change adult diapers? You get what I mean? Like,
Yes.
The depend versus depends with the S. Or would they go through time to take that, what's that thing called? The
The cornucopia.
Yeah, the cornucopia off of, again, underwear. What's up this obsession with underwear?
It's a good question.
Yeah. Or, like the book, the Berenstein Bears or the Berenstein Bears. Like, it seems like they would be trying to change more significant things. They even say that they changed some of the, like the biblical text or things like that. But why not just erase it all together? Right?
Make it like it never existed.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be easier? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure all this out.
Yeah, it seems like throughout,
So who do you believe?
like we have so many cover-ups, right? People finding out new things, people finding out old things. And so if they have to cover it up, why not just, like you said, why not just change things so there doesn't even need to be one?
Yeah. Like, you nip it at the bud at that point, right?
Yes.
Because you're in control of it. Now you can make it so there was no Yahshua,
I think
Jesus,
they did it on
Isis.
purpose to test our knowledge to see if we noticed it. CHANGED.
Well, why? I mean, if it's really about changing, I get you, Gabby, but I mean, I've heard that before, but then I'm like, why not just change it the way they want it?
Yeah. Why test us? Like, what's the point of testing us?
Yeah. That's the whole
They don't
thing.
want people to find out, then what's the point of testing them?
Yeah, if you're trying to hide it and stay in charge, wouldn't you just get rid of them? Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, why? That's the thing I never understood. Like, why go through this CERN thing if you're not really changing anything significant? Like, you just want to stay in charge. And if, like, they're always like, oh man, they want to get us down to 500,000 manageable working, as labor, right?
Right.
Why not just make it so that's what we are?
Yeah. And that's a good
Like,
question.
why play with us?
Yeah. Because you have.
If they can do it. If they could do it, that's what I'm
If they
saying.
could do it, yeah. Because there's like basically kind of like two theories of time travel, right?
They just want the control, the power.
But none of them work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a controlled power. And I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if they could go through time and change things back then, why wouldn't they just keep it where they had the control and the power? Like, why? I mean, they could change so much stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They really could.
Yeah. Technically, you could change anything. Because if
Yeah.
you could travel through time, then.
Anybody's giving you trouble, you get rid of them. So it's really interesting. Like, why? But do we believe that they can travel through time just enough to change adult underwears?
Yeah.
Like,
But again, that's something like you had even told me, pay attention to what they say, because you'll read so many news articles here, there, they all do it. And they just say the scientists, the doctors, it's just the person says this. It's a blanket statement. And they're not saying a general consensus, right? Like the toothpaste commercials. Oh, 3 out of 4 doctors recommend this, right? No, they don't do that. They're saying these people have done this thing.
To
And
keep us
then
divided, some will believe, some won't.
some won't, some, I agree with the division. But the weird thing is they'll post that out, and I see this all the time on some of my work stuff, is that they'll be automatically, everybody will share and be like, look, this amazing thing we did. And then I'll go look at it, and I'll look at the study, not the
10K and we
article.
will open the panel up.
But the study, and they basically either, it's not even what it says it is. It's just a catchy title that, right? It's a hook title, a clickbait title that they want you to think they've done something, but they haven't really. And then they've only done it one time and they can't recreate it. Well, if you've done it one time and can't recreate it, how can you trust the
At
thing
Bud
that they've
Fresh
done?
Hour.
So
Yes.
again, it's complicated and they aren't clear on it. Then how can you believe it?
yeah, like it could have been an accident, a fluke, or they just made it up. That's it.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to be the scientist that proved something? Especially if you can just do it with really hardly no witnesses, right? It's not repeatable. So now you're just taking their word for it.
Yes.
And does like the other scientists want it to happen, or like I want to be involved with it, or so cool that he did that XYZ, but there's no proof of it. It's really interesting. Like they could never repeat. Like the mass tracks mass.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like somebody was talking about how these scientists were testing something and their own thoughts was messing it up, so they got out of there and it actually changed the experiment. How do they know? That doesn't even sound real. And why are you believing them? That's what I want to know. Why do you believe that their thoughts can be measured and that they can manipulate this test? Like, why do some people believe that they're so advanced and have the understanding that they can go through dimensions, change time, change underwear, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that they can control this X, Y, Z, but then they can't even help with the problems of the world.
Yes.
Unless you guys are saying that's the way they want it. But if that's the way they want it, then why not just make us... I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie, Stargate, where they have that other planet where they're all like scared people that are like scared of the aliens, right? It kind of looks like Egyptian stuff. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't they just make it like that? Make us all so primitive that we just work, farm, and then they come get whatever they want when they want. And this is how they live. Like, why make it so we have cities and all these things? You see what I mean?
I do.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
No. And I think most of the time, like I mentioned and you've mentioned, is the reality itself has had lies. And I think part of that issue is the telephone game. So let's say there's an initial study and there's just one news article about it. And let's say they want everybody to read their news article and they're going to post something, like I said, a clickbait title. And then somebody reads it and says, oh my gosh, this is what happened. They push it to the next person, they push it to the next person, they push it to the next person. And by the end of it, the story is blown up. We've actually even seen people on TikTok. You've called out people on TikTok for having puffed up stories, and then when you actually ask them direct questions saying, what about this, what about this, what about this, they fold. They have no backing, they have no proof. They Google pictures to bring up and say, hey, this is the person I'm talking about. It's like, but anybody can Google that picture. Yeah. Like, so again, it's like we always say, it's like, don't make claims without being able to back it up.
Yeah. And so why would you believe a system that you say lies to you? Yeah. About anything.
About anything.
You know, like they're like, oh, we can travel through time, or we can split atoms, or we can do X, Y, Z. And everybody goes, oh my God, did you hear what they can do? They have this, you know, like this new airplane that can do X, Y, Z. And
where's the airplane?
Where's the airplane?
Where is it?
At Tiny Tiny Hatchers 420 Faye.
Oh, who's that for real?
Oh, that's Kenneth.
Oh, I didn't even know he had a backup. That's funny.
I know, I didn't either, but I know him from the Tiny Tiny because I see his videos and they're funny.
That's funny.
No offense, no offense, Kenneth. They're hilarious, but at the same time, it's like bad lip reading. I like bad lip reading though; it's pretty funny. It's funny.
So we're almost there, and then we'll open it up. But yeah,
yes,
I don't get like who do you believe, or even like a pastor, preacher, rabbi, right?
Yes.
Why do people just believe them for their word and not read it for themselves?
Yeah, I think and that's where, and people are torn between, okay, you have to accept some data, right? They appeal to authority most of the time. So the scientists or the FBI data or something like that. There's some consensus, right? And then there's the anecdotal data, the stuff in your life. And I think the stuff in your life, a lot of times, again, if you're looking at it objectively, makes more sense because you can experiment with it, you can see it, you can taste it, like you can use your senses and it's confirmed for you. You can know it. Whereas the difference of, like you said, believing is like, okay, I believe this data is accurate because that's also something I experience. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, like even in the Mandela thing, people are saying that they believe they remember both timelines or something like that.
And yeah, and there's so many people that have said, "Oh, I've proved it," or "I've debunked it."
Like even with my dream, remember? And then I think it was Fred that was like, "Oh man, you're from a different dimension or something," right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if that was the case, right? Mm-hmm. How can I remember both? When I only remember from the time I came here. At 33, I wouldn't remember the time before only in one of them because I didn't live them both. Correct or not?
Correct. Yeah, you would have only been able to have lived one, so you wouldn't remember both.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because unless both Paulinos merged,
which is a whole nother thing you can't prove.
the other Paulino was really ripped. Dang it.
Well, start going. You know you can do it.
Yeah, I know you can do it, but he's already there, so make it easier. We like easy. I want to know all. Remember, we kind of heard it today, right? Oh yeah, 10K. So if you guys want to come up,
yeah, feel free to request that.
Just let us know. But yeah, anybody, like today on my live,
10K.
We even had somebody say like, I don't want to do all the research. I want you to do it for me, and I want you to show me where it's all at, and then that's it. Am I wrong?
No.
Somebody
and that's, I mean, you can do that.
Pay me for that.
I was like, you can do that, but just know, as a consequence, is you are still responsible for
what I tell you.
Yeah,
it really is. You'd have to double check it because even if it's biblical teachings that is what you want, and I give it to you, and you believe it. If I'm wrong on any of them, you can't bring me up.
Nope.
On Judgment Day, you're still gonna have to face it. So you should do anything that I tell you or I teach you, you should go double check, triple check, quadruple check. Right? 2 to 3 witnesses to prove a matter, not one.
Correct.
So, yeah, if anybody wants to come up, let us know, and then we'll bring you guys up. So it's up to you guys. I wonder if Aether's going to get up at some point. He's probably sleeping. Poor guy.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the heart me.
Because he wasn't feeling good.
He was not.
We had a troll, so he missed that one, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they popped in and out.
Yeah, he won't be happy. Some about flat earth or something, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But
the usual.
Yeah, the usual. But anyway, anybody have any thoughts about that? Like, who do you trust, right? So who do you believe? Or BElieVE? Believe the lie. That's the thing. I don't know. We just have so many things that aren't correct. Just for entertainment purposes only. But like the school system sucked, right?
Yes.
Like, once they show you the picture of the core, that's a lie.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
No.
Like they have no idea what the layers are down to the core, if there's a core at all, which I'd say no, but that's just me in the Bible.
Well, like you even brought up, like here, Solon here says trust in yourself. It's like, yeah, trust in the things that you can confirm.
Yeah.
I think the case for science, for education, for history, things like that. History is a lot harder, right? You can't go back in time. And so how can you confirm those things?
Yeah.
So, but you have to do the research and go find the times, the dates, all of those things. You might have to go for books. You might have to ask the internet. You might have to dig into the AI and see if you can get it to confirm 20 times over and cross-reference it and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But like you even started with education, right? I don't even trust myself. Touche.
Yeah, I laughed when I seen Dustin write that.
That is funny. But the education system, right? So when you're growing up, you're a child, you're naive, you're like, I don't know things. So you trust the people in authority, you trust the adults, and you say, okay, you're going to teach me something I know, the stuff that I'm going to learn, the stuff that I'm going to pass down to my children.
Sure.
And found out more often than not that those people didn't know what they were doing. They were playing the telephone game. Somebody told them, who told them, who told them, and now they told you. That's the number one thing. I was actually a straight A student. I graduated top of my class. I did dean's list, president's list, got scholarships, all that fun stuff. I was good at the education system. But guess what? I learned that none of it mattered. Not only did none of it matter in the real world because you don't use like 90% of that stuff. And then it was wrong. Some of my favorite classes were history. Some of my favorite classes were political science, geography, all that stuff. I had never even heard of Tartaria. Why is this not in history class? They don't teach you about the world history unless you specifically seek it out. And even then, they don't tell you all the accurate stuff. They don't tell you the behind the scenes stuff. They don't tell you the redacted stuff. You yourself have to go find that information. No one tells you these things.
No.
If you want to know them, guess what? Most people have to, what is it, like grease their hands or something, right? You have to do that in order to get some more information. You have to do digging, or you can do something like James O'Keefe, right? Go undercover, right? Undercover boss. You have to do your own research. You have to see it with your own eyes because the things that somebody told you turns out it's not accurate. I hate chain emails. It's a side note. Yeah, see, there you go, Lupin. Never taught about Nikola Tesla. I got a book.
I think it's funny. She was on fire.
I gotta go with it.
Yeah, you must really not like this one.
I was good at school, and I'm mad.
Like you guys are probably like, why is she talking so much?
I know.
That's the most she's ever talked.
I feel like Paul.
She was venting.
Paul, the engineer who made a beautiful pointy thing made of meteorite, and he is absolutely furious because his Star Wars is just entertainment now. So he's very upset about that. And I was, like I said, I was good at school. I thought all the things they taught me were going to help me succeed in life. And guess what? You know what my greatest accomplishment is, guys? The 3 people and the 1 screaming outside, which means you got to take over for a little bit.
Yeah,
you're screaming outside.
I let you go. It was pretty.
No,
funny.
you're good. You're good. I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to bring yourself up.
I will bring myself up.
But yeah, it was really interesting though. Like, yeah, Paul is so mad because he believed NASA. He even short waves them and thinks that he was talking to the astronauts out in space. And so when he found out and he did the research, he was not happy at all. And, you know, like the meteorite. And I think he just got into it with somebody else for something from another planet.
At Lupin 3, he did not.
And he was not happy.
You want me to leave it like this, or you want me to adjust it to small panels?
You should probably do small panels just in case something comes up, right?
I should. Okay.
I think. But yeah, I just thought it was funny because he was not happy at all.
Who else? Come on, chat. Tell us what was the biggest lie that you believed and you're mad about it?
Yeah. Say top 3. You should name
All right,
3.
Top three.
Just so we can have some more. Let's see, is that? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Man, this is scary. You might burn.
Oh.
Man, it's so hot. Man, and I'm not going to be on here. I don't want to be on
7-Eleven.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That one's a good one. Yeah, I think the pew pew hook too. The beach hook. You guys know what I mean? That was a big one. But see, none of those seemed real to me for me. When I was coming up and going through that, none of that seemed real. Like it didn't make sense. And then I watched the Boston, you know, the marathon and the boom boom on that. And it was weird because I seen them interview a woman that was an eyewitness on the street there. Love you, TikTok shop.
Evolution.
And I seen her interviewed, and I used to record everything. You know, we had one of those recorders or whatever. And later on, I was checking all the different channels, and I seen after they ended up capturing the guy, and they had to unalive him in a boat. The neighbor that happened to live across the street was that same lady. And I'm like, that either the guy followed her home.
They use the same witnesses for stuff.
Yeah, it just was like, but you know, even back then, think about when it happened. I was like, wow. Yeah, just like, you know, in the pew pew of the hook thing, right? She was a teacher there, then she was a principal somewhere else. So very interesting. Yeah, gravity. Yeah, gravity. It's funny. I never trusted gravity because they would just really pound it in, even as a child, that it was a theory. And then it never made sense because when they would tell me like this ball would fall because of gravity, but then that will not fall. It was really weird. Like nothing was constant in my own mind at the time. Yeah, that's right. Still a theory. So I was like, it was always weird. But then I was like, that doesn't make sense. And then I always questioned. I remember the first time I was so excited to get my mom when I got my own wallet when I was a kid. Very excited. Might have been like, I don't know, 10, 11. You know, back then they used to have you take an ID, a picture for your school. And I get me, yes, I'm embarrassed. It was a Velcro wallet. So stop right there. Velcro wallet. Looked like denim. Still stop. And it's not cool now, but it had that little place where you could put your driver's license or an ID and you could see your face and all that. But I remember my mom let me have my own Social Security card in there, which was probably not smart. But I remember looking at it and I'm like, why is it all capital letters? Even back then. So I must have been probably 11 or 12 maybe. 11 or 12 maybe. I know we were back here where I'm at now. But I was like, why? Why is that all capital? And then after that, because I'm a strange person anyway, when I notice stuff. So growing up, I always noticed capital letter, all caps, uppercase, lowercase. It's like weird. Like I just seen it all through like everything now. It just stuck out like a sore thumb. But that was one thing. And so like I'm really good at noticing patterns or the lack of a pattern. And yeah, that's where we ended up getting. Like it was just really weird. So that's just me. I knew there was something wrong. And when the constitutional stuff came up, yeah, like school didn't like me at all. I'm not like Chelsey. I would ask questions and really get on teachers' nerves. But it just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, how are you saying this? But then this is, we're under the Constitution, but we don't have constitutional courtrooms. I'm like, I got really confused. Even back then. But then as a kid, they tell you to basically shut up and, you're too young, you just don't understand. And you kind of just like stop and give up on it. And then who knew that it was going to resurface as something I needed to really deep dive into.
Oh no! Go, Buggy.
I don't know. I'd have to check because my mom and dad got divorced and my dad's already passed. So I'd have to. I'll have to check it out. I'm gonna look it up. I will. Once we get probably tomorrow, I'll look at it and see if that makes sense. Because I know the driver's license is kind of like that. You know, like the B13 or whatever. It starts out very interesting though. Yeah, I'll check it out. But I just remembered it just looked weird. Like, why is it all caps? And then I remember looking at my mom's, and then I remember looking at the title to a car once, and I was like, why is this all caps? And then, like, it seemed like everything, I started figuring out everything that was like a document for the bank or the government had capital letters. Yep, that's just like mine. See, we have the same down there, Dustin. But it was really interesting. I was just like, what the heck is going on? See, most people wouldn't even think that. I mean, did you guys notice that when you guys were little kids? Like all the caps letters? I'm talking like 6th grade. Because when we moved back here.
Nope, and that's kind of goes along with another one because what do you believe, right? Do you believe that you have to have a driver's license? Do you believe that you don't have to have a driver's license? Do you believe that you don't have to have a driver's license, but you actually really do have to have a driver's license because we're stuck in commerce and you have to because otherwise somebody might get you might get in trouble?
Yes, because you already signed for your straw man, yeah. So
Would be correct.
Yeah, so you took on the name. So it's kind of like this big circle, right? You give up your right for travel because you signed a commerce contract that linked you to your straw man, but you're all stuck in straw man anyway. Between your work, your mortgages, your land, your property, any loans you may have. And guess what? Anything you just purchase with it. Because if you have anything on your persons that is connected to that, you're still in commerce. Like you have all these people that call themselves sovereign. And you can't say sovereign citizen because it's an oxymoron. You can't. One doesn't mean the other. So anyway, because the citizen is the property of the government or the corporation.
You know
anyway.
what? I could do this. I can do this all day because I was the one that believed them. Guess what another one is?
What?
Relationships. They convinced the women, right? I know I'm jumping. If you can cut me off at any time, but it's like they'd have. So they've now in the relationships and the people in the society. They've convinced women that they were the victims all throughout history, and now they've gained their power, and they can do whatever they want, and they're the most unhappiest they've ever been. They bought into the lie.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, we got Carmen San Diego that wanted to jump up. Wow.
How's it going again tonight?
Hey, it's going good, man. Going good. Just getting into more stuff. Like always.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yesterday last night was a great show. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was. I tuned in for a bit of it. Chelsey was going on a couple of things that kind of piqued my interest, and
yeah, go ahead.
It's always good conversation.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Oh, sorry, I got just as I was talking here, my boss emailed me, so just for Monday. But anyway, yeah, Chelsey, the whole sovereign citizen thing just blows my mind. What's funny about it is the people that will hold their cell phone and claim the sovereign citizen thing. How did you get that cell phone? How did you subscribe to the internet? How did you like all of that stuff? It blows my mind.
Yes. If they're letting you pretend that you're sovereign, they're letting you pretend. And they let you pretend for division. Because now you got Joe Schmo over here doing it, and then all these other people try it, and they either get arrested or all their stuff gets taken away, or you know what I mean? It doesn't work out well for them.
The argument of I didn't ask to be born, and I don't subscribe to the all caps letters that is on my birth certificate. you didn't. You're right. You didn't ask to be born. You were but a jewel in your parents' eye individually, and then your parents met. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you formed these arguments over. Anyway, it's so. My dad was over today for he did his Christmas thing there. He's visiting, you know, my sisters and you know, what have you, right? And he's a mechanic like I am, so of course we were identifying a lot of issues. And one thing we were talking about, which will also be controversial, was he was a paramedic for 20 years, and so one thing we were talking about was the flu vaccine. So in Canada, the flu is it's kind of a rough time. I'm in Ottawa, so our local children's hospital is kind of seeing an influx, and of course, I got my young kids with the flu shot, and we got talking about this very argument actually today about the sovereign citizen thing and the vaccines, and Canada's lost their status as a measles-free country because of all this disinformation.
Love you, TikTok shop. This for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, just be careful on the V word. Yeah.
So the jab, I think they have to follow up.
Yeah. A lot of places. It's weird because it's different if you're live or if you're not. Did you know that?
It's weird, right?
Yeah, we made a video and just put a video up, you can get away with more stuff. But when it's live, you can't say certain things. It's kind of weird. But go ahead.
So what are your thoughts, Chelsey?
I have never subscribed to that specific one. I did have an instance where, because I played for sports teams, and they gave us the option, hey, do you guys want to do this right now? I chose no, but I did have some teammates that said yes, and every single one that took it got sick. So I kind of was pretty happy I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly side effects, but it doesn't land you in the hospital, right?
No, maybe, I don't know. But once you don't know what's really in there. That's one of the problems here. They don't, like the toxins they may put in there. Some you can't get rid of.
Oh, for sure, that's valid. I mean, you can't, like, there are people that vape, and there's no ingredient list on on that. You don't know what's in it, but yet you vape it, right?
Yep.
So why is it that we trust tobacco companies more than we trust pharmaceutical companies?
Because it depends on the narrative you want, right? If you want to smoke and vape, you're going to ignore all that anyway, that logic. If you don't, then you're going to point it out. See what I mean?
For sure, but by the same argument, the same token, I mean, if you don't know what's in it, yet you voluntarily ingest it in your body because it might give you that dopamine rush, I mean, it's kind of contradictory, don't you think?
Oh, 100%. That's what I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, it's all in their own agenda, right? Their own bubble. If they want to do the vape, they're going to ignore what you just said. But
for sure, yeah,
but then they think that's worth the risk because they like it, but they don't like the other thing, so it's not worth the risk. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? I know it's like weird, but
I wonder if just people like if that's like the people don't like getting needles, so they're like, oh, I don't know what's in that, and really, I don't
Chastity,
like
thank you, hard hands.
The dentist. But sometimes you have to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm really like that's different for me. I don't mind shots.
This is not medical advice.
I don't mind the dentist actually. It's really funny. I'm weird that way. Like I'd rather get it over with because I know if I go in right now, it'll be over in an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it takes, and then it's done. But we were talking about that. It's very interesting. We've had a lot of different shows about this, like the measles thing that you're talking about. Very interesting. Like, and I don't know, did you hear about the Brady Bunch? You ever heard of the Brady Bunch series back in the 70s?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. I'm old enough to have watched it.
Yeah, so we played the clip of when Peter gets the measles. He comes home and he's like, what? And he's all happy. I got sent home, I got the measles because now they get 3 days off. And they're joking. Everybody's joking about, now you get time off and it's just a little fever, not a big deal. Everybody does it. And then at the very end, the mom's like, oh, everybody got the measles and it's over with. No big deal. And then Alice comes out and says, oh, not everybody. And then we showed another clip here. It actually happened in Michigan, where this guy comes on. He's supposed to be a medical guy, getting interviewed
Hi.
by the media, and is just like going, oh my gosh, there's this breakout. There's this little girl, and she was from here. She went from this store at this time at this PM. And went to this one, and
At
she went to this
Chastity.
one. Then she went to this other one. And then she went to this town, and dude, it was crazy. Like, we must stop this now. Oh my gosh, like it was so fearful. So we played them back to back.
Back in the 80s and the 90s, we used to have chickenpox parties. You got one person that had chickenpox, you bring them to a house, and everybody would just hang out, and everybody would get chickenpox, and then boom. I got kids.
Yeah,
When was the last time you heard of a kid having chickenpox?
true. It's rare.
Yeah, because
I had chickenpox.
What did they
That's
do?
the last one.
No, you're talking about recent now, babe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like me, 30 years ago is like, that's the last time I've really heard of chickenpox.
Why is that?
Well, because now we got all this other things that I'm not sure how to say them all, but we have all these other things that they've come up with the last 20 years.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who's they?
The HPV and all the
Who's they?
the medical doctors, physicians, society.
Can you tell me how HPV is similar to chickenpox?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm using it as an example.
Yeah, the thing, yeah.
The reason is because they came out with a jab for it. And
Yes.
now we don't have it anymore, right? So
Oh, no.
tell me it doesn't work without telling me it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
I'm just,
yeah.
I'm just using it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we did a whole show on this. You'd have to watch it. Like, the data does show that every time that they do one and there's a decrease or it's gone, it was already naturally going away. Like, we've done Truth in All Things, and we've done it. I got a book that's this thick that has almost every vax you can think of. And it shows the data of every time, even polio, when it was already dropping, is when they released it. And now they claim that that's what did it. Even the man that did the polio.
Did it help or did it hurt?
We will never know because they started it. You see what I mean? It was already on its natural way down.
For sure.
So, like, how do you know?
And
Like,
when they started putting seatbelts in cars, people being ejected through the windshield in car accidents also dropped. But hey, they were making better windshields, right?
yeah, but I mean, that's not. I can't
Like,
compare.
it's the same thing, man. You're
it's
saying,
not.
you're
It's
saying
not.
that because they come out with some sort of anecdote for it that would stop it and it lowers that, oh, it was already becoming a herd immunity. But there's reasons for it. It's no different than saying, hey, when we started putting seatbelts in cars, people and car accidents happen, there were less injuries.
Yeah, but it's
were
not
they
the,
making better cars or were the seatbelts helping?
It's not the same. It's just not the same thing.
It's no.
If you create
'Cause you
something
can-
that
hold on.
prevents something from
'Cause you-
happening,
but
and
you
it does
can't-
the thing, it's 100% the same.
But you can't do a herd.
Definitely not the same.
Because you can't get a herd immunity to putting your seatbelt on or not.
Good point.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to debate anybody on this because they go all over the place. You're very passionate about it and you're a cool dude. But yeah, you can't see, you already went off the thing of like, dude, we've done so much research, man. And we get into the biology and everything.
But I have too, right? So
I mean, like for me, I have Lyme disease. I can't get other jabs for stuff because it makes me sicker.
oh,
well-
really, eh?
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a medical fact. That like 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, and then I got the flu vaccination. I was sick for 3 solid weeks, and it felt like I had the flu and the CV-19 all together. That's how sick I was.
At Solon_1975.
When you inject something that activates the immune system naturally, it's going to have a greater response for somebody that has got an autoimmune disease, right? Would you agree?
Well, you know, they shouldn't have gave me that because they knew that I had Lyme disease, and they still gave me it, and I was very sick.
Well, it's like this. I mean, like,
I'm not going to get any more vaccinations because of that.
For sure.
I can't be sick like that.
100%.
well, one of the things too is like, I mean, there's so many things that go into data too. Are they even administrating this right anyway? Like, if you don't shake the vial, if you don't shake it and they take it and they don't put the needle, they put the needle all the way down, it's going to be different if they take the fluid from the top. I don't know if everybody knows that or not. because you don't mix it up. It's like having a drink. I like to say orange juice. When you buy orange juice, like a little bottle of it, it's got all the stuff at the bottom, so you have to shake it up. Because if you just drink from the top, it's gonna be really bitter and nasty, right? So you're gonna have to shake it all up to get it so that it tastes
it's
good.
like when I give my dogs their shots,
Yeah,
I have to shake the vials.
But not everybody shakes it, and then there's so many different things. All I know is that it should be somebody's free will if they want to take a jab or not. Do you know for the last 30 years that the dogs, the 7-way vaccination shots for dogs?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Just say V. Just say V.
The V or the jabs.
Or jab or hokey pokey, something like that.
Oh, the V for dogs, like when your dogs get their V's.
Yeah.
This is not medical advice.
The CV-19 is on their thing, on their vial.
Yeah.
Okay, but by the same token, I mean, while I would certainly appreciate people's right to choose, that's exactly it. It's right to choose. There are people that believe in decades upon decades upon decades of medical science and research, and choose to rely on those.
At Faith
decades of
777, Julie
research
Hard Hands, thank you.
to V their children, V themselves. And then there are people that have recent, and I say recent, within a year or two of studies from an ad hoc study, which, yeah, absolutely, it's further advancing. Medical science always advances. I'm not saying it's wrong. Shame
At
those
Chelsey
who
B
do
Michael, you're welcome.
lend trust to the medical community that has got decades upon decades upon decades of scientific research and proven results to say you're wrong. And that's where I draw the line. Because there's nothing wrong with everyday Vs that have been proven to eradicate specific ailments, diseases, flus, whatever, that has been proven. And then come to a community where say, well, you know, that there's new research on this that proves that it actually didn't happen. What do you mean it didn't happen? Because 40 years ago, in Canada, for example, the last case of polio was in 1994, and it's been eradicated since then. Why is that? Did everybody in Canada get sick? Did nobody travel to Africa? No, because we got vaccinated.
At Ether Bay Day Date, thank you, Hard Hands.
There's reasons for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really want to get into this. For one, this is the only one that ever got us in trouble, was talking about this. Yeah, and two, like I said, it doesn't change the data that we've all found.
At Daniel Ferguson, thank you, Hard Hands.
Chelsey and I, where every single one that they've ever given, it was already naturally coming down. It's just a fact. So we don't know. We don't know if it would have came down or not. We just don't know. But when you have the guy that's the most famous,
in February, just to change the subject, in February we've got the Olympics coming. Did you guys see the draft for the Team USA for hockey?
No.
You haven't seen it yet? Because Canada had their draft yesterday. Was the draft today or is it tomorrow?
I have no. Oh, I was gonna say, like, we don't know. We don't watch regular stuff anymore.
Well, my wife is a sports nut, so naturally I'm watching sports all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, Chelsey played for MSU volleyball, so like, yeah, we've played sports and stuff. It's just that now this is what we do, I guess.
Right now we've got the World Juniors on, and Finland is playing USA. USA is winning 2-1.
But like, hold on one second. I'm gonna go grab something. Go ahead. You can talk, Chelsey, if you can.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like he had mentioned, it's a topic that we don't want to talk about too much on here. We do have a private platform. If people want to talk more, we try to do that more than anything, because then we can, like, we own it, we control it, so like we can have more of a conversation. Like I said, my only, I won't bring it up. Like I said, it's not worth getting in trouble for this point. But
no, for sure.
Yeah, too recent.
We don't need to land on it.
But I agree with him. It's like we always say is it is your choice, right? They have it created. If you want to do it, go for it. If you are uncomfortable, or like I said, somebody like Paul that cannot do it, it's like, then you don't.
This is just one of like 5 books or 5 data points. Look at that.
I'm not
One of
like,
5.
if you don't want to talk about it, you don't need to keep bringing it up. Like,
Every hokey pokey you can think of. And the real side effects to those. We don't screw around. So when we say that somebody
that?
should
I'm
not
not
take
saying you
them,
don't, or,
that's what we really know.
but you're not a doctor, man. Like, I don't mean to call you out, but
Do what? I'm sorry.
I said, you're not a doctor, man. Like, I don't mean to call you out, but I mean, these are people that have got decades of
All right,
epidemiology
okay.
research, and you pull out a binder.
That's a binder from doctors, sir, and scientists.
Yeah,
what are
he
you
is.
talking
For
about?
sure, and I'm not doubting.
Hold
it,
on.
but
I'm gonna give you something else.
there's
No,
pros and
hold
cons.
on.
You're right.
Hold
There's
on.
pros and cons.
Hold on. And check this out. When you go to the doctor, do they know what you have, or do you have to tell them symptoms?
When you go to the mechanic, do you know what's wrong
Hold
with your
on.
car?
Stop.
You tell them what
See?
you're hearing.
No, stop. I'm asking
Same
you.
thing.
No, it's not.
Same thing.
It's not, dude. You're horrible at analogies, sir.
Mute him.
No, if you go to the doctor, you say, my back is hurting. If you go to the mechanic, you say, I'm hearing a knocking from my front left tire. Mechanic can't look at a car and say, this is what's wrong with it. And the doctor can't look at a person and say, this is what's wrong with you. It's
There
an
you-
analogy.
He healed me, fixed my problem.
Oh,
A fake account?
who's a
Is it
fake account?
Yeah, this Carmenza, whatever. Now, why use it?
Oh, all right. I thought you were talking about me.
I've been here a couple of times before and I actually love these people. It's great talking
Let
to them
me
because
up,
they
please.
actually have
Yeah, yeah,
constructive,
okay.
intelligent
Explain me,
discussion.
why do you-
It's not my
why-
first time here.
Why do you not have?
Go ahead. Go
Why
ahead,
don't
Ether.
you have any content? Zero authenticity.
Why do I need content to be authentic?
Thank you.
Why do you need content to be authentic? Are you,
You don't.
real?
You don't need content to be authentic. You can have conversations. I don't make content. What's your problem?
So real
No,
quick,
you are
Carmen.
the problem.
Hold on. Everybody just take their time. Uh-oh. Did we lose one?
No. I just muted him because I know
Okay.
where we were gonna start going. So I just wanted to let you talk.
Okay. Yeah, so the whole thing is like what we're saying is the comparisons have to be equal. They're not equal. But you just said that you're comparing, so now you're comparing a mechanic to a physician. A mechanic's not going to do anything that's going to inject anything in me. Hold on,
Right.
listen to me. It's not the same seriousness. I don't know what you mean. They're not injecting something into me that can alter my life.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're
So
saying.
stop
Yeah, okay.
doing these comparisons, please. I'm sticking to the data. Go find the data that shows me that before they implement any of these, that it was on a rise when they gave it to them. You won't be able to find not one, sir. I've been doing this for a long time.
Then why aren't you a doctor?
I want up if can.
That's not my purpose. My purpose is to plant seeds, tell people they've been served, seek out the flat out truth. And the ultimate truth is the Most High, the Elohim. If you don't want to do that, you've been served. My hands are washed of you. I don't have to convince you, do anything. It's you do your own due diligence. It's not for me to do.
Sure. And what I don't want to do tonight is I don't want to derail your live and have a disingenuous conversation and have people come in here and attack me because I don't post a video. So let's move on to something more fun.
All right. So we had another guy jump up. Ether, did you want to go before our other guests that we haven't spoke to before? Lupton?
No, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
I will speak later, whatever.
All right, you're all right. All right, thank you. He's my protector, man. He checks out for everything on the flat out. Chelsey.
That's not the first time I've been here and actually praise you guys quite a bit because I love what you do. I love your platform and I love the the last time I was up was talking about your intro and how great it was. So I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just trying to have conversation. Yeah, sure, it can be engaging and potentially we might disagree, but that doesn't mean that we can't continue the conversation.
That's why I say if you want one, you can.
I
you
just
can,
see so many fake people like you. I'm not saying exactly that you're fake, but I have my eyes on you. Let's carry on.
Hey, this is what I want to say. You guys can have all my jabs. Everybody wants my jabs. You can have all my family's jabs. You can have 100 if you want, 1,000. I don't care. You can have them all. That's what I keep telling everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can have ours. And then you guys will be so protected. You don't have to worry about us that are not. And then we, in your mind, will just pass away, and then you guys will be protected, so you'll be fine.
So it's 2026, and usually New Year's comes with resolutions. My wife and I, we said, do we want to make it a theme or do we want to make it a word? And we decided a theme this year, and it was, what was our theme? Simplicity. I knew the word. Well, she said frugal, and I said simplicity. We kind of met it out. What do you guys? What's your theme or your word for 2026?
Okay, hold on 1 second. We're gonna let Lupton go because he wanted to go, right?
Okay, yeah, and then we'll get back to your
We'll get back to your question.
126.
Thanks for your patience.
Man, I done lost my train of thought because I was just going to say something about what he was saying about the cars and the people. Like, that's a crazy comparison.
Yes, it is. Man, I've been doing this all my life and really doing the last 9 years. I got 18,000 hours of study. So I know sometimes I hate to say it more than a lot of professionals.
You was doing a good job of it. Interrupted the live.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah, like I said, we don't take it lightly. I mean, especially if it's, on a live or not. And we have so much stuff like those binders. Like I said, there's 5 of those.
Yeah,
it has every single one.
All a professional is somebody that's just studied it. So you've studied it more than you know more than them. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and because I am actually considered an autodidactic. so I am an autodidactic.
They went to school for it. It doesn't mean they're smarter than him if he studied it more than they have. If he studied it for 20 years, they studied it for 4 in school. He knows more than they do. He studied it for 20 compared to their 4.
It's fact, but it's an autodidactic. Look it up. Most people in the past, when there wasn't a whole certificate of university and stuff, they just learned and found mentors.
That's real.
Yeah, it's fact.
Yeah, you don't need school to learn something. You can learn it on your own.
Yeah, you can be a master electrician, mechanic, and everything without ever having to go to a proper training.
Yeah, because it's kind of like kind of same thing. Like you're using doctors, right? There's some doctors that do a really good job, and there's some doctors that don't.
And to be honest with you, how many doctor friends do I have? Probably like 10. Some of them run ERs, some of the biggest ERs.
Oh yeah.
I have lawyers that are friends.
Say.
Yeah, so it's not about it. Yes, we are conditioned into degrees today, but even having a degree doesn't guarantee you're gonna get what the best thing.
And there's really good mechanics and really horrible ones. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, I'm technically a master service technician because I've been doing it for 20 plus years, but I was never taught how to do it. I'm self-taught on how to do it.
Autodidactic.
There you go.
But yeah, it's one of those things
that
too.
have their doctorates in robotics.
Yeah.
But a regular kid from 10th grade, 9th grade can build a robot better than they can.
It's a fact.
I don't know about that.
They do it all the time, brother. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
See, it just depends on knowledge.
There we go.
I want to
on
see them
knowledge.
machine it, and then all the automatronics and all this. Yeah, I want to see them.
But we're not
Are you
just talking.
telling me there's not little kids that can't do math better than mathematicians?
I'm not saying that. I'm talking
No.
about designing and building something totally different. You can
And-
have an engineer build something, but then when you want to put it together, let's talk about it. You're a mechanic. Let's talk about this. How many of those people at Ford's are idiots when you design something and then you got to take it apart and it's like, why is this bolt behind this thing when they could have just done it this way? Let's talk about that.
But you guys are both saying the same
rebuild
thing.
appliances all day long that I take.
You will still address
I look at it and I'm
2026.
like, man, why did they build this like this?
Yeah, you guys are both saying the same thing because
There, that's what I'm talking about.
hold on, because it all depends on who's the engineer, who's the kid. Is one smart, one's not so smart. So like, there's all these different variables.
Yes.
So like, that's why everybody shops for a good mechanic. We've all heard that. You guys know a good mechanic? You don't really hear that about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's
Most
why.
people, it's like, you got a good, honest mechanic that won't,
Or like that's
blah,
why
blah,
you go
blah.
for a
Well,
second
would you
opinion,
rather-
right? That's why you go for a second
Would
opinion.
you rather deal with a mechanic that's been reading about mechanics for 20 years or a mechanic that's actually been doing mechanics for 20 years?
I don't know. I had to get references.
Okay.
I'm being honest, but we're going into
Well, I
the
mean,
2020.
We can both agree that real world experience vastly differs from reading about it. You know what I mean? Like a practicing thing. I've been a mechanic for 20 years, and I can tell you that There were mechanics that went to school to be mechanics and then come out of school and write their license and say I'm a licensed mechanic and think that the gift to being a mechanic. I've been in this trade 20 years. My schooling was 15 years ago. I have learned more outside of school than I would ever learn in school from reading a book.
So yeah, so you're proving it. So you're proving it. Hold on. So we're gonna go to the 2026, right?
Yep.
All right. Now this gets complicated. So we had the show last night. You're talking about Gregorian calendar. We don't do that. We have to live in the world and use it, but that's not New Year's. New Year's is towards the spring. But I get what you're saying.
April 1st.
Well, it's not April 1st. It's around there, though. It is. It fluctuates on the biblical timeline. Like if somebody had caught our show yesterday, they would have seen it.
Yes. Again, we also talk about this on the private platform. Again,
Yes.
just more information.
Yeah, because the biblical one goes by sun, moon, and stars. Things like that. The equinoxes are for the seasons. The moon sets the first day of the first month of the year. And then that's according for the year of the lunar cycle. And then the sun is the yearly cycle, and the stars are the jubilees and things like this. So like all these things work together as a timepiece. So
for sure, but the IRS sets your tax date to start January 1st. So I mean, we celebrate New Year's as a tradition on December 31st into January 1st, and tax code says January 1st is the start of the year. Calendars start in January in North America. That's why I was using that as a reference.
Oh yeah, we know the Gregorian calendar. Yeah, because even the Gregorian calendar, though, right? Did you know that it used to be in March was the first of the year? Did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah. Which begs the question: like, why one was it moved to January 1st, and two, this whole daylight savings time needs to stop.
Oh yeah, for sure. So they're trying to catch up to the biblical timeline. To be honest with you, that's why they do it. They didn't get to master it in the Julian timeline. Now they got the Gregorian. Like in 1752, they skipped 11 days. They did 15 days, I guess, in the 1800s. So they're trying to realign it to get it more to the biblical timeline, and they can't because it doesn't work. So anyway, like even Easter, which we don't celebrate that, it's a pagan thing, whatever, but we don't do Easter or Christmas, anything like that. But even Easter is set by the lunar cycle. So you have the spring equinox, and then you have the first full moon after that. It's the Sunday after that they pick for Easter. So it's the Greek Orthodox Church that actually sets Easter.
If you're muted, just know it's for background noise. Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like there's so many different things. So like if people are trying to follow the biblical
Sounds like
stuff,
somebody has scuba gear on LOL.
that's what you do.
I know. I was trying to find them. I think it's Carmen.
Oh.
There's just some background. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, my ice maker is doing a thing. Hold on.
Aw, man.
Yeah, see, I had an ice maker
Your
thing.
ice was broken.
I couldn't get our ice thing to work. But anyway, yeah, there's so many things that we can get into. And like I said, yeah, we don't really do the New Year's thing. Dude, we couldn't even remember. Dude, we even forgot it was New Year's. We were on a business call from like 11:30 to almost 1.
Turn that off.
So yeah, it was really interesting. So like, yeah, that's what we did, right, babe?
Yeah.
I was on the phone with the guy that's a business guy, and we're like,
That was last night. Was that last night?
night before,
Well, the night before.
right?
Yeah, that was that night. Yeah.
It was New Year's. I go, dude, I
don't know what day it is.
I said, I didn't even know what day it is.
I know.
I didn't realize it was pagan New Year. So,
Nope.
or commerce New Year, I call it. It's actually.
We were on a business call for Commerce New Year.
Well, that's what it's built for. It's built for trade.
Like you said, taxes.
Yeah, it's for taxes from built for trade.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
That's why, like,
guys, I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
My kids have got to get to bed, so I got to put them down. But thanks for having me up. I know very difficult, very interesting conversation tonight, and hope to see you guys again in the future. Take care.
All right, thank you.
You too.
So we can get into another subject. It doesn't matter. Like, let's get into some lies. What did you or who did you believe? And then you're like, dang, it lied. And I know Paul has a lot of passions.
Told us lawn legs are the most venomous thing in the world, and they're not.
What is?
Daddy long legs?
They are? That's what they say? Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah, they're not. They don't have fangs, and they're not even a spider.
What are they?
What? They're not a spider? That one I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, they're. It's just like raptors and owls are in the same family.
What?
An owl's actually a raptor.
Okay, all right. You're gonna have to prove that one to me. Send me some documentation there, Paul.
Well, we were watching the Fit Farmer, and they caught an owl in their electrical net, and because it was Christmas, Christmas, that nothing was open because they call a sanctuary for the owls, and they said owls are actually raptors in the raptor family, so they had to call them, and that's how we found out.
Wow.
I had no idea that owls and raptors were in the same thing. In the same family.
It looks like a spider to me, guys.
I know.
It's not considered. A daddy long legs is not a spider.
It is to me.
Aether went to go look it up.
Probably.
Well, we learned that on the same thing because it was one of those what we were told, like the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
And it's man,
Man,
and it's
tame that dang T-Rex you got over there.
That is that is Wednesday the Ninja and Stormy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
They do it every time I talk, or when I'm trying to do, like today, I was trying to do some baking for chats, and then 3 of them were little assholes today, and it's like, stop it.
Daddy's talking.
And then the lady got mad with me. She's like, tell your children I said those are my dogs.
All right, I was gonna say, Daniel, what's a lie that you were told?
And then we'll go back to Loop then.
And then we'll go Loop on and then Aether.
A lie that I was told far as what?
Well, yeah, because it's like, who do you believe, right? So you grew up, somebody told you something, and then you find out later that it wasn't true. Anything that comes to mind?
Besides the whole schooling system?
Ah, you can use that. You can use that.
I use that.
I mean, like, nobody's ever going to be as upset as Paul, but we'll get to Paul last because he's going to be really irate when we.
There was one time in school that I disagreed with a teacher, and she called me stupid in front of everybody and everything else. And I met her. I seen her actually at the store, and she was like, "Oh," when I got older, she's like, "Oh, hi Ben, how are you doing?" You know. I told her, I said, you know, it don't make no sense. And she was like, well, you just ain't thinking about it right. And I said, well, I think outside the box, and you're still stuck on the inside trying to figure out how to get out. And so she got mad. She got mad and called me stupid in front of everybody. And then it came over the news later that, you know, like, it was like a week before I ran into her, and I'm like, "Hey, did you happen to see the news the other day?" And she was like, "Oh, hey Ben, how are you doing?" Like we got along great or something, and it's like, I was like, "Oh, did you happen to see the news the other day?" And they were like, she was like, "Yeah, I was watching the news the other day, and on that day, blah blah." And I was like, "Well, did you see that segment about something? I don't remember what it was now." And she was like, "Yeah, I seen that." I said, "Remember you taught that in school and said that I was stupid in front of everybody." And I said, "And now here it is. You're proving wrong. After all these years, you're proving wrong." And I said, "So who was the stupid one out of all of us?" And I said, "Well, what are you doing now?" And she was like, "Still teaching." She was like, "What are you doing now?" And I'm like, "Well, I run my own business," and that was back when I had that really successful their business. And I said, "Yeah," I said, "I got about right almost I'm at $750,000 in the bank right now." And I said, "Everything's going really good for me." And she was like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so so it was just, I said, I kept thinking outside the box, and I said, it's worked out for me so far. So, but that business got kind of robbed from me. My ex-wife cleaned up my accounts, and oh my goodness, it ruined that business. So I'm starting this one here.
That's too bad.
I've started over a few times. It's all right. Not a big deal.
You'll make it.
I've had to start over 5 times now from here.
Dang.
Well, I've had back
he might have you beat.
You got me beat. I'll let you win, okay? Is that all right?
I broke my back, and I broke my leg, and I've had 3 back surgeries, 2 leg surgeries.
Man.
So like, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
Two
Yeah.
divorces.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go, Lupin. The lie that you were told that you found out wasn't, or the lie you were told that you found out was not the truth later, and you were right.
Got you. My favorite thing was Billy the Kid. It drove me absolutely nuts. When I was in school, I was taught that he was this bad guy and this outlaw that did all these things bad. But really, he didn't. He wasn't a bad guy. He was actually a good guy.
Yeah, anyways.
He joined a group of people called the Regulators to stop another gang from like taking over the town and stuff.
Yes.
And then when they got into it with the Evans gang, some people in the military took fire. So they just told them that they were all wanted for murder. And then they arrested Billy eventually and he was sentenced to hang. And then other members of the gang came and broke him out of jail. And then they said that Billy, on his way out, unalived two of the guards that were there. But most likely he didn't. They probably did that before he even got out of the jail cell.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever seen
And then
the
sheriff...
Oh, go ahead.
The sheriff that said he caught him and put him down was also lying about that. He never did that neither. There was no proof to it. Back then, when somebody would, when an outlaw was captured or unalived, they would put him on display in the middle of the town so everybody could see that they got him. They didn't do that with Billy.
No, that was actually one of his friends too at one point.
Yeah, what was it? What was his
Patrick
name?
Garrett.
Yep. Patrick Garrett. Yep.
Yep.
You ever seen Young Guns?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. They did a really good job on that, actually.
Yeah, they didn't even they buried him right away, and
and they weren't supposed to do that.
Yep.
And there was actually a guy that said that he was
Billy the Kid.
And,
Yeah.
Yep.
Like when I compared everything that he went to try to go and meet up with somebody, and they brought in like families and stuff like that, and I heard that he had a heart attack and stuff like that, but like a lot of stuff matched up. You know, he had all the stories, everything was like perfect.
He went to the court system and tried to fight for an appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
in the name of Billy the Kid.
Yeah. Because he was trying to say that he was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had a heart attack. They brought in a bunch of people that, it like stressed him out. And way I understood it.
He passed away right before their trial could happen.
I think it's funny that, like, you look at all these people. I'm almost going to ask everybody, you ever heard of Billy the Kid? Like, all the truth are men. I want to see if they all go, yeah, he never blah, 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 and this was that, and this was that, just like he did. Because I used to stick up for him, too, and I'm like, it seemed like when they were truthers, they already knew the story.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because we like the History Channel or anything like that, books. We like that real story. And we're like, why'd they say he was bad? That's why I did the same thing he did.
Yeah.
I'm like, why'd they say he was bad? Because like
when he was a kid, when he was 16, he was living with another guy that used to beat him and treat him like crap, and he did shoot that guy, and he ran because he was a kid and he was scared and he didn't know no better. So that's what made him become an outlaw. Yep, that's how he became Billy the Kid.
Now, also, not only that, like they sprayed that luminol or luminescent stuff on the steps where they said, the history of that, it was supposed to be on the bottom step or something like that, but I can't remember if it's supposed to be on the bottom or the top. But when they sprayed the luminol stuff, it showed the stains. I'm not going to say what kind of stains, but you know what I'm talking about. But it actually showed them pop up, like at a different spot than what the history said.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. So, all right, anybody? All right, Paul. I know Paul's going to attack NASA.
Oh, were you gonna go after? I was gonna say Aether.
Oh yeah, Aether. Yeah, what do you got, Aether?
I was gonna do Aether. We'll hear him out, and then before we get to Paul, because I know what he's gonna say, we were gonna bid farewell to our listeners.
Wow, went that fast again.
Oh yeah, we're over an hour.
All right, go ahead.
So go ahead, Aether.
Well, sorry. What's happening?
What's something that, or somebody you believed, or something that you believed now, and then you found out that it was a lie?
Nothing. All my life, all the people lie about everything. So I was 5 and I discovered that my dad and my mom lied to me about the Santa Claus. I was just like, these people supposed to love me and rate me, and they blatantly lied to me. And I was 5 having these thoughts. It was just like, right, okay, trust just yourself. Fuck the rest. So I keep it simple, you know. It's that's why believing is the lowest tier of everything, because you can believe, you can know, and the highest tier is understanding. When you understand, there's not even space for knowing, because when you understand, you don't need to know.
Interesting.
There you go. All right, that's a good way to leave it until everybody see you here on TikTok. We'll be right back. Give us like 30 seconds. Stay here. Yeah, we'll be right back. We're just saying farewell to some of our other friends everywhere else, but just stay put, right?
Yes, stay
right.
TikTok. We will be right back.
Yes.
Stay.
Some people drop sometimes.
Some people drop. Stay.
I don't know why.
We're still going to continue.
Stay there. Don't go. Anyway, stay there. All right, here we go. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
As always, be safe.
Be well.
And that's the flat out truth.